Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to go over another community post by YouTuber Cynthia G. I thought I was not gonna be able to see anything to say about this post because it's like the same thing over and over again that she keeps on posting, but yeah, I got some insight. And here we go. So this is what she's saying. I believe the first part is like maybe a quote from somebody. I don't know. It says, "I know that black men," is a quote from someone or a group of women. "I know that black men hate us, but I don't think we should stop giving birth to them." So that's what this person is saying. Now she's saying, guess which race of women are saying this? Clue: there is only one group of women who are saying this, despite the black community collectively agreeing that all races. Okay, the black community collectively agreeing. When did y'all have this community? Y'all had a poll or something like that? When did people agree with this? Who cares? What does that matter? Other races of women can create black babies as long as they have a black male. What value does that bring to people's life? Okay. The ones who disagree are not having a difference of opinion, they're having a difference of self-value. Okay. Most women give birth so that they can have someone to love. Okay, whatever. Black women give birth knowing that their male children will grow up to hate them. So that's the part that I want to talk about, because she is always telling her, followers that, that black sons will eventually, will grow up to hate them. Of course they're gonna grow up. I'm not saying that they won't, but the majority of these kids will grow up to resent this and have disdain and have hatred towards their mothers, because the mothers didn't even want them in the first place. Because especially if they listen to you and the likes of you that are telling them these kind of stuff. Hey, if you have a black son, he's eventually gonna hate you, and he's gonna identify with his absentee father. Of course that child is going to grow up, because it's from the moment that you find out that you're having a boy, especially if you listen to stuff like this and you believe in stuff like this, you're going to already put rejection on that child, because you're not going to want that child, because all them stuff that's you've been hearing on the internet is going to flood your mind, and then you're going to immediately, that child is going to feel that rejection. Because remember that the child in your body is not when they're born that they have feelings, and then that's when they're a human being. They're a human being in your stomach. They can feel your emotions. They can feel how you feel towards them. They're very sensitive. A child in your stomach is very sensitive. So if you don't want the child can feel that. And then when they come out, of course they're gonna have resentment towards you, bitterness and hatred, because that's what you have towards their father. Unfortunately, what Cynthia G and many of her counterparts fail to realize, a lot of these so-called followers that you have are not going to stop dealing with these black men. Because number one, you can tell them, like a lot of people telling them, exercise your options, go after other races of men. Girl, get you a white man. Go get you an Indian. Go get you an Asian. And so they're not going to stop dealing with black men, because some of them, that's all that's within their reach. They cannot go in out of their race. So they're going to go and still deal with these black men, but they're not going to pick the black men out of wisdom and knowledge. They're going to pick them out of lust. They're going to pick them out of loneliness, desperation, frustration, dehydration. And then, of course, they're going to pick the wrong ones, and they're not going to be able to vet them, because while they're sitting there listening to your content, they're right next to their man. After they finish listening to your content, they're going to call their man. So they're still going to deal with them. And then, as a lot of people doing, people, getting into relationships, not using protection, and then they're so surprised. Oh my goodness, I'm pregnant. Like you didn't know that's what happens. And then, since they've been listening to you all this time talking about, you need to get rid of, this is one of the many reasons why we should reduce the numbers of black males that we have. So when she find out that she's with child and it's male, if it's not too late, to abort, that's not going to even be a relationship between the mother and son, which is not supposed to be, because in reality, that's probably what happened to people that you know. But in reality, sons are always closer to their mothers. Daughters are always closer to their fathers, because opposites attract. Daddy's little girl, mama's boy, or whatever, but in a healthy way, in a sense. But if you didn't want that child is going to come out feeling rejected and going to display signs and show you that he knows that you have rejected him. And I remember I was watched Dr. Derek Prince. He just goes by Derek Prince. He was a British white man. He was a British white man right here on the screen. And he had a deliverance ministry and stuff like that. And he went to, I forgot where he went, but he traveled a lot. And he was speaking to a bunch of it was an older crowd. And then he was doing deliverance, and then he kept on rebuking the spirit of rejection on people. And then he just couldn't understand, because he's like, these older people, why are they still dealing with rejection? So he did a poll. I believe he did a poll, and he polled the people and asked them, when were they born? And the majority of them were born during the Great Depression. So they were born during the Great Depression. During the Great Depression, at that time, people used to have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. So, but during the Great Depression, when people would get pregnant, they would feel like it was a burden. That, wow, I already have 5 mouths to feed. Now I have a 6th. Now I have a 7th or 8th. And then they would, they wouldn't want that child. So they would, in a sense, that child would get the spirit of rejection. So all of those people spent all of their lives battling with rejection, because when they was in their mother's womb, the mother didn't want them. So, and people, when you battle with the rejection, it comes out in different ways. Some people are able to, get through life successfully or whatever. They may have, ups and downs, but some people are not able to ever overcome that. And sometimes they never become anything. And because they are rejected, they reject anybody. They reject anybody that try to help them, because nobody ever wanted them. And this is a thing that you are pushing. You see, a lot of times we say things out there. We think we're saying opinions. We're trying to help, and then we're not. We're not. So you're already planting in these women's minds that, hey, you're going to have if you have a son, he's going to end up hating you. He's going to end up hating you. So let's reduce the numbers. How are you helping? Like I said before, you're not helping at all. This is the enemy's work. This is the work of the enemy that you're doing. This is the way. Why not help women to choose better? Because people say, yeah, you should have chose better. You should have chose better, but a lot of people can't choose better because they don't know how to choose better. Because a lot of women have never, ever been in a relationship where somebody have wanted to be with them. I remember it was a Cynthia G video. The lady have 4 kids. She has 4 boys. She said with her own mouth, she has never, ever been in a relationship. You have 4 kids. So some women have never, ever been in a relationship where the man wanted to be with them, where the man asked them to be their girlfriend. Some people have never, ever experienced something like that. So they even know how to even choose, because they always been the side, or they always been like a friend with benefits or whatever. Why not educate women on how to choose better? You can't, because maybe some people who are saying these stuff they themselves don't even know how to choose better. So how are you going to help other people? It's like the blind leading the blind. And then unfortunately, These women are going to keep on making mistakes, and then unfortunately balloons in the sky all the time, because you're going to end up with somebody, yes, who don't like you, but you couldn't detect that. And then you're going to lose, and you're going to lose big. So you sitting there wasting your time learning, oh, they don't like us. Oh, get rid of them. Get rid of them. What values that bring into your life? Because you're still going to deal with these men. That's the thing about it. Because people have all kind of facades, and they have all kind of strength. They have all kind of cap for the internets and for the YouTube comments. But you know your life is not like that. You know your reality is not that. You know you still deal with black men. Stop it. Okay, stop it. Y'all going all here trying to be a defender and stuff like that. Oh, I don't deal with black men, and then you right there talking with them. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Times that are coming. You're gonna need a woman to survive. You're gonna need a man to. You're gonna need to put both of your heads together to survive the things that are coming. Now, if you didn't spend your time trying to figure out and try to learn how to choose better, you're not gonna choose. You're not gonna choose the best or the perfect one, but at least that's somebody you'll be able to choose. Somebody that's not gonna take you out. Come on. Let's try that first. Let me choose. She may not be perfect. She may not be perfect. But at least I know she's not going to take me out. Let's start by that. But some people don't even know how to do that. But anyway, so that was this community post. So that's all I had to say on this situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.